In the summer of 1985, Los Angeles didn't sleep. Behind locked doors, people whispered one name: the Night Stalker, a shadow that slipped through windows, bringing violence and nightmares with him. Richard Ramirez moved like a phantom, barefoot, silent, cruel, but destiny caught up in daylight. On August 31st, 1985, the man who terrified California boarded a bus back to Los Angeles. At a convenience store, he saw his own face on the front page. The city was hunting him. Panic pulsed through his veins as he bolted out the door. He tried to steal a car, but this time, the darkness had nowhere to run. A crowd recognized him, shouting, "It's him, the Night Stalker." Men and women chased him through the, streets of East L.A. They beat him with metal poles, shouting for justice. It wasn't the police who stopped him. It was the people he had hunted. The nightmare had met its ending, not in a gunfight, but under the weight of collective rage. When officers arrived, Ramirez was bleeding, dazed, yet smirking. "I'm me," he whispered, as if proud of the chaos he had carved into California's soul. His arrest was broadcast everywhere. The monster was mortal after all. But even as handcuffs clicked, something in his dark gaze promised the story wasn't over. That day marked more than a capture. It was a strange victory of light over a man who thought he served darkness. The crowd didn't just stop a killer, they stopped their own fear. The trial of Richard Ramirez became America's macabre theater. Cameras flashed, headlines screamed, and the man in black sunglasses smiled like a rock star of death. In his first appearance, he raised his hand, a pentagram drawn on his palm. "Hail Satan," he declared, turning justice into spectacle. Witness after witness stepped forward. Survivors described waking to footsteps, the smell of sweat and metal, the whisper of death in the dark. Maria Hernandez, shot but alive, pointed straight at him in court. "That's the man who tried to kill me." Her trembling voice became the sound of defiance. The courtroom wasn't silent. It vibrated with fear. Journalists filled every seat. Sketch artists raced to capture the cold smirk on his face. He seemed to feed on attention, as if each flash of a camera was another hit of power. Then tragedy struck. The murder of a juror during the proceedings sent chills through everyone. Though Ramirez wasn't involved, the message was clear. Even in chains, his aura of terror still ruled. By September 1989, the jury pronounced him guilty of 13 murders and dozens of other crimes. When asked for his final statement, Ramirez stared at the room and said coldly, "Death always went with the territory. See you in Disneyland." No remorse, no fear, just a smirk that burned into history. For the families, it was justice. For America, it was horror turned into celebrity. When most saw a killer, others saw a mystery. As Ramirez sat on death row, letters poured in, hundreds from women who claimed they understood him. They called him misunderstood, poetic, even beautiful. To them, he wasn't a monster. He was the dark romantic of their imagination. They sent lipstick-stained envelopes, perfume, photographs, promises. Some camped outside the courthouse just to see him smile. Psychologists called it hybristophilia, the attraction to dangerous men. To these women, Ramirez was a wounded angel who only sinned because the world was cruel first. Among them was Doreen Leoy, a magazine editor who wrote him over 70 letters. In 1996, she married him inside San Quentin prison. She called him kind and gentle, ignoring the screams that haunted his past. Their wedding ring became a symbol of society's strange obsession with evil wrapped in charm. Even decades later, true crime forums and TikTok edits still romanticize him, turning horror into aesthetic. But behind the fascination lies a darker truth. People often crave what terrifies them. Ramirez didn't just kill victims, he infected imaginations. He died in 2013 of lymphoma, still waiting for execution. But his cult never truly faded. It's proof that evil doesn't vanish. It mutates, seduces, and finds new followers in the glow of the screen.